Control is plain and simple one of the best games I have played last gen. But being on last gen really hampered everyone's experience. It ran like absolute shite on base PS4 and was slightly better on PS4 Pro, but still really bad. So in the vein of the legend himself, I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. How well does Control Ultimate Edition run on PS5? Before we go any further, this game is free on PS Plus as of today, so there is absolutely no reason not to check this out. But I'm glad to report this game runs and looks fecking phenomenal on PS5. I've played about 5 hours so far, so we could turn the shit after that, but I highly doubt it. Control's story is strange, but if you're willing to dive deep into it, then you'll find one of the most intriguing stories in the game, and the DLC, which I haven't played admittedly, seems to only build on that. Where Control shined for me was the combat. When you unlock all the powers, the sheer amount of options you have is staggering. One minute you're dodging incoming projectiles, the next you're flying, throwing ragdoll enemies at another, while the environment crumbles below you. As a system, I was engaged from beginning to end, but the one thing that stood in the way of greatness was the performance. It just never felt as good as I knew it could. But now with the PS5's power, it runs at a buttery smooth 60 FPS, or a fairly consistent 30 FPS in 4K with ray tracing. With 60 FPS, I felt like I had, wait for it, more control. Every action I did was deliberate, and when I said combat back on the PS4 was fun, you can bet your arse that it's even more fun in 60 FPS. The game looked great on PS4 and still looks amazing in performance mode on PS5. This is hands down my preferred method of playing, even though the ray tracing is breathtaking. I know there's 0 frame drops in this mode. I'm no Digital Foundry, so I just have to go off my eye, but it felt and looked great. So speaking of that fancy word ray tracing, how it's used in this game is amazing. Here's a side-by-side comparison of graphics and performance mode. Now my graphics card doesn't record in 4K, so it doesn't look 4K, but you can see the difference with the ray tracing. The realism ray tracing adds is unbelievable. So much so that for a while I was playing it in graphics mode. Now I know there's very few frame drops even when the screen got busy, which is a massive surprise. This game does get busier as you go along, so there's a chance there'll be frame drops, but even in this room with this feckin' monstrosity going around, the frames just refuse to drop. For anyone who was beating the game on last gen consoles, I think the upgrade warrants a full playthrough. Well, you'll have to play through it because saves don't transfer over. Pretty annoyed at that because I platinumed it on PS4 and would like to jump straight into the DLC, but I'm guessing I'll have to run through it again. 60 FPS is king, so I cannot wait to play more of this. This was only a short video, but I wanted to let you know about the game. Hope you enjoy it and would love to know if you're jumping back into Control or are you going in for the first time on PS5. I appreciate every single one of you watching. Don't forget to join the Discord down below, and I'll see you all on the next video.